Can you hear or see a demon inside of someone else? This is one of those no and yes answers. Let's talk about why. No, because the parallel of demon does not actually exist. It exists in our lexicons of trying to understand energy that we don't get. Our brains are wired to try to figure out emotions at all times. And so the no is no, that doesn't actually exist because it doesn't actually exist. And already, this is really hard to hear. This already feels like an attack on your dogma. I know, I get that. But now, let's go further than that. Let's tune into the yes part of that question. There is energy. And for some people, it's very visual. For me, it's very, very visual. There is energy that is in motion, that moves exogenously, that can appear to be influential, that can appear to be some kind of energy that you experience that kind of drops your electromagnetic frequency down, that changes your human biofield. When you are tuning into those energies, technically, the misdiagnosis of that is actually demonic. Now, I do not believe in demon because as a profound seer, it doesn't show up anywhere, including the evidence. Hi, Kitty. Can you hear the cat over there? Hi, Kitty. You want to talk about demons? She says yes. When it comes to that information, it's really challenging because we are taught this, we read about this, we are trained to be fearful of what is demonic, but there is energy that can be influential, but it is non-sentient energy. That energy is non-sentient. And in fact, that energy actually has a very, very clear imprint, a very clear design of what it's supposed to do. Now let's talk about the part of your statement that says, go right with, get right with God. Get right with God. Let's talk about evidence for a moment. When you are in communication to the God of your own understanding, and whatever is the God of your understanding, how wonderful, right? How wonderful. But when you speak and communicate to the God of your understanding, for some individuals, it's guides. For some individuals, it is a white man with a beard in the clouds. For some individuals, it might just be an energy. It might be earth energy. So let's back up for a second. I know this is an earful. This is an earful. So when you make statements like get right with God, what you really mean is get right with my God. Get right with the God that I believe. And because you do not believe the God that I believe, therefore you are demonic. And I know this feels like an attack. For someone who identifies as a truth seeker, you're going to have a very strong sense of gut reactions and of instincts. But gut reactions and instincts is not synonymous with actual evidential intuition. It's not synonymous with that. It can be, but it is not exactly synonymous with that. So when you come across someone else's platform and they believe a different way that you believe, and you do not believe that they are in the formulation of your own God intelligence, you become very truculent. What does that mean? That means you become very combative. It means that you're looking for a fight. And when you enter the world looking for a fight, what does that actually translate into in your own trauma? In your terminology, that would be in connection to the idea of outside energy that kind of influences my mind to want to be combative. So the idea of smelling and seeing a demon in someone else, that's the same thing. Meaning if you're wired for a fight, then you would be in connection to what you believe is demonic, just at a very different frequency. This is an earful. This is definitely an earful. If this does not resonate with you, simply turn this video off and have a wonderful holiday season. Go off, be mindful, be joyful, and live your life to the fullest capacity that you're able to. If this is stimulating any new thought and any new truculence, then sit with that discomfort for a little bit. Sit with it, and let's have a conversation about that. But please don't come onto someone else's platform demanding some kind of change happen when you yourself do not even understand the semantics and the energetics of how that kind of energy works.